Welcome, Pisces. I'm Karen. This is Runic Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is a reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising. We're going to take a look at what it's called a personal growth reading, and we're going to take a look at blocks and fears, obstacles, strengths, that kind of thing. This could be about one particular situation, or it could be about just kind of a general thing that you need to maybe look at, work on. And I'm going to use the Runic Tarot today. Keep in mind this is a collective reading. But regardless of whether it resonates or not, always take a look at your other placements, especially in a reading like this, because it definitely gives you insight. So let's get started. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles here, Pisces. Okay, here we go. So we have blocks, 2 cards, Sun, Judgment, fears, obstacles, Ace of Swords, 8 of Cups. Okay, Strengths, 3 of Cups, Lovers. It's good. You have people beside you or to help you, so that's good. What you don't see, 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to do an unexpected that might help you. Advice. And where does this lead? Unexpected is the 7 of Swords. It leads to the 2 of Pentacles. And then the Star. 9 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So there's something that tells me, Pisces, that you've been really working on something. And it's been kind of hard. I mean, no doubt. 9 of Wands. Putting the energy in. Feeling like you might not be able to make it. But you are almost there, so there's a feeling of that. I mean, this is just an overall, this is what it could be about. That's the energy that it's about, definitely, though. Like that feeling of you're really working towards something that's really important to you, and you're and what's blocking you right now is that to get over that threshold has seemed really hard. So you've been working for something, and then something just, I feel like, kind of blocked things. And we'll talk about that. So the blocks are the Sun and the Judgment card. I don't think that happiness is blocking you. What I do think, your idea of happiness is blocking you. And I do feel like with the Judgment, there's a feeling of not being able to revitalize yourself. So whatever this is, the 9 of Wands, like, you've really been working at something, and I feel like that you've just really are struggling with feeling like there's got to be something that's going to revitalize me, and I'm not seeing it, and I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Now, keep in mind, this isn't necessarily going to answer all your questions as far as whatever the struggle is and whatever you're trying to find. What it does look at is ways to help you get there, and to recognize that if it's Judgment that's blocking you, as you are maybe like changing your perspective on something, because I want to feel revitalized. I want to feel renewed, Judgment. But maybe that's not quite the right feeling you should be looking for. Keep it in perspective here. So, I mean, you choose that, do that as it resonates. Your obstacles, so we have Ace of Swords and 8 of Cups. I'm going to say this. I think the Ace of Swords is you not being honest with yourself. And that's an obstacle. Be clear on what you want. Be clear on that. And I think the fear is you feel like you're walking away from something that has meant a lot to you, and it's scary to move towards something new because you don't know what that is yet. And so this is like a feeling of, but the ace is the obstacle piece, and that's really important, is to understand what you truly are looking for. Be clear with yourself on what you want, and be clear with others as well. And then the Eight of Cups. Now, this is a harder one because to me, this is a fear. So fears are harder to me to overcome than obstacles. Okay, so obstacles are something in your way. You can look at that, you can figure that out, but how to get over fears is just hard. And so to understand that maybe your fear, and you may already understand this, is that walking away towards something new that may or may not in your eyes be better, because that's the fear. If I'm headed towards something different, new, and I'm leaving something behind, is it truly going to be better? So, or is it going to be worse? So therein lies the fear. You don't know what you're walking into. And that's a scary thing, no matter what we do. But to remember that the Ace of Swords is saying, the challenge, be clear, be clear, be clear, be clear with yourself and others on what you really want. The strengths are the Three of Cups and the Lovers. There are some people that really freaking care about you. So this is something that's really important because not all people have this. You may think all people do, but they don't. Because I feel like having this show up in your strength, that's exactly what is being said here, is that, look at everyone that's really cheering you on and wants the best for you, and that you have specifically someone in the lover's position who definitely cares about you, in a love sense, which doesn't have to be, romantic, but someone very close to you, or maybe multiple people, because I got the Three of Cups. You've got a lot of people that really want to see you grow or do better, and really want to help you through this too, by the way. So if you're having a fear, then lean on your strengths, and your strengths are the people around you. Not that you don't have internal strengths as well, okay, believe you me, but it's the cards are telling you this because maybe that you think that this doesn't matter as much as it really does. There's something here that says this situation really matters, and to pay attention to it, and to pay attention to those people around you that really care about you. What you don't see is the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. There is something to be said about something that was unfair that happened. Something very, unfair, because that's what the Five of Swords can be. And the Eight of Pentacles, though, is you've learned a lot from this, or from past anything. The Eight of Pentacles is a card about learning and mastering a skill. And I'm reminded when I see this is, you could fight this a little bit too, whatever this energy is. Well, you have to decide, do you fight it, or do you move on? Do you let it go? Because is it worth the battle? And it might not be worth the battle. And that may be what you don't realize, is that, or maybe what you don't realize is that it is worth the battle. I don't know. You decide. But there's something that definitely is in the background that you need to maybe change perspective on. And that the Eight of Pentacles is focusing, you have a lot to offer. You've learned a lot. You've mastered a lot of skills, or a particular skill, or anything, but that Eight of Pentacles is huge in what you don't see, because that's going to help you. Like, what we don't see, those energies, we don't realize that they're there, and we need to, really take those energies and move up and forward with that. The unexpected energy is the Seven of Swords. I feel like suddenly, and it may be a little bit, it may take a couple more weeks, or it may be soon, that you'll realize that you've actually been given something. So the Seven of Swords can be about theft. Okay, someone taking from you. But it also can be, once someone has taken from you, you take back. And when I say take back, that can have a lot of meanings, but I feel like you just need to, that something's going to come in and you're going to realize that, hey, I got that. That's mine. And I'm going to take that. It's almost like it rejuvenates you. Whatever happens, and it'll be kind of out of nowhere. Maybe, I don't know, someone says something happens, and it just like, oh, I got this. Not a problem. And it's almost like, I'm going to live the best dream. And the cool thing is, where this all leads is the Two of Pentacles. And that is balance throughout your life. All the life areas are going to come together and be balanced. And keep in mind, Two of Pentacles is also about money, stability, work, that kind of thing as well, home, where you will benefit from some kind of balance that comes in. And I think once you realize some of these areas that I talked about up here in this reading, you'll be able to balance more things in your life and find balance. Because there's something here too that's going to be important coming up, because where does it lead after that? The Star, which is the best card on the deck. This is okay. So when we see the Star, it takes you a long way. So it doesn't mean every day is going to be a perfect, happy joy, because life is not like that. But what this is saying, this situation is for the long haul and in a good way. So even though you feel afraid of moving forward into something else, in the end, and here probably soon, it is going to take you into something new and different into your life for a long period of time, which overall, in the grand scheme of things, will enhance your life. The Star is all about our hopes, our dreams, our wishes. We follow the North Star. This is a guide. This is guiding you into something new and better. And anytime the Star is in the future position, this has a long-term effect on you. So this is an important reading, Pisces, because whatever's happening here, it's going to have a long-term effect on you. And it's kind of a beautiful thing, so just so you know. But you have to work through the stuff. And I think when we have these kind of readings, it's just an acknowledgement is what we need to do, acknowledge what we need to go. So the Five of Cups is your advice. So if you're dealing with something that's really hard right now, remember to focus on everything you do have. Again, that Three of Cups and Seven and Lovers in your strengths. I mean, that's a 3 and a 6. Those are good numbers. And those are your strengths. So focus on those. Focus on the good stuff around you. Focus on the joy. Because when we focus on our joys and our things that bring us happiness and the things that are helping us, we have a brighter spirit about us. And when we can focus on that, then when we're doing whatever it is we're looking for, it comes in differently and better. So don't focus on what you've lost. Focus on what you have now, because that's what's going to bring you into the future, not what you lost. Not to say we don't learn lessons from what we lost, but focusing on it isn't going to take you into the future. What you have now is going to take you into the future. So I think this is a really important reading for some of you. Let me know what you think. Take care and have a beautiful day.